Can you identify the Bermuda triangles in your plant? If the faces of the driver and driven couplings are not parallel, then you got a Bermuda triangle. I mean, there exists an angular misalignment. How to rectify the angular misalignment, the Bermuda triangle? By making the faces parallel. Fine, but how?
The rim and face method.
The setup can be managed in two different ways. Setup 1. This setup can be used if the couplings have a spool piece in between them. The spool piece can be removed, and the axial dial gauge is fixed with a plunger feeling the front face of the driven equipment coupling flange. Setup 2. In closed couplings, the setup can be fixed as shown, if adequate space. Procedure. It is preferred that the dial gauge plungers are initially adjusted to 0 at the bottom position, as shown. Then the dial gauges along with both the couplings are rotated to note readings at intervals of 90 degree through 360 degree. Let us first look into the angular misalignment, axial dial gauges used for correction. There are two possibilities in angular misalignment. Case 1, the gap between the couplings is more at the top. Case 2, the gap between the couplings is lesser at the top. Now rotate the setup through 180 degree, and note the reading in the top position. When the setup is rotated, case 1, as the gap progressively increases, the axial dial gauge plunger comes out, and we get a negative reading. Case 2, as the gap progressively decreases, the axial dial gauge plunger is pushed in, and we get a positive reading. Depending on the sign of the reading obtained, shims have to be added or removed at the front and back foot of the equipment. These corrections are obtained by means of mathematical equations. We shall now see how the corrections are calculated. The reading obtained, dA, and the dimensions, A, B, and C, are required to calculate the correction at the motor feet, F1 and F2. The correction is calculated using similar triangles geometry.
The Bermuda Triangle no more exists. You killed the misalignment. Congratulations. To understand more, learn complete alignment techniques at yesen.com.